just got back from dumping off the garbage on shore, and I also got to socialize with some sailor friends that I know. And we've just come back to Wild Child, and now we have to lift the dinghy. But the thing is, I'm just going to use boat magic so you guys don't have to watch me suffer for the next 20 minutes to get the dinghy engine up and the dinghy secured. We're going to do boat magic. Okay, here we go, using boat magic. We're going to lift the dinghy and put the dinghy engine up on the rail. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. And we're going to use boat magic again to put away the front hatch tarp. Here we go. Just like magic, everything's put away. We'll use boat magic to get the main halyard off the back of the boom, being used as a topping lift. And we're going to get it up to the head of the mainsail and begin getting the mainsail ready for lifting. Again, we're going to use boat magic to save you the time. And just like magic, the main halyard has been removed from the topping lift and turned into a halyard, and the mainsail's ready to go. It's extremely humid, very muggy, and there's dust in the air. I'm undecided as to whether or not I'm going to go with a single reef in the main or double reef the main. The winds are not super strong in here, but you never know what they're going to be when you get offshore. And I think I'm looking forward to a pleasant and easy sail, not a hard sail. I don't really want to put my rail in the water again. I don't know if I should put the second reef in the main. I'm undecided. We'll both be surprised together, I guess. Okie dokie. So we're now going to go instruments on. The sentinel anchor has been lifted. We're hanging off only the main anchor at a 3-to-1 scope right now. So we're going to turn on all the helm electronics. As you guys know, I always sail with the Garmin InReach tracking me, so we're going to move it over into tracking mode. Oop, there, tracking, start tracking, so you guys can always find me. It's just a weird thing about the B&G. The NEMA bus has to be on first before you turn on the chart plotter, or the chart plotter freaks out and doesn't gather the data properly. Okie dokie, we're almost ready to go, and you guys know me. I am the queen of safety. I am a weird combination of crazy and brave because I do have a heart condition that causes me to pass out quite a bit, but I am at least wise enough to always wear my life jacket and carry a personal EPIRB on me and use sailing gloves. Let's go sailing! Well, the instruments have been on for 7 or 8 minutes now, and you can see that the average wind here in the bay is 9.7 with a peak of 15 and a low of 4.2 knots, averaging around 10 knots. Mind you, I'm in the bay and it's protected in here, so you can see that the winds are between 4 and 15 knots, averaging around 10. I'm in the protection of the bay, so it could be stronger. It always is stronger when you get offshore, but I've decided to only go with the first reef in the main, looking at current conditions. I don't see any storms around, and hopefully I don't get spanked with it, but if the winds are light I could use the power, so I'm going to go first reef, not second reef. Second reef would be a nice slow gentle sail, able to handle stronger winds. There are no stronger winds around or forecast or currently present, so I make the guess that there won't be nasty winds out there. I got this guess wrong last time I sailed out of Prickly. I got spanked in 25 knots of wind. But hopefully this is a short 1 or 2 hour sail and I can get there before anything gets rough. boy, look at that roll. This is crazy. Okay, we're almost ready. Anchor is almost up. Let's go. Sentinel anchor up and stowed. Oh, she seemed a little hesitant to start there. Like there was a little gap in the fuel line maybe. But 40-year-old Volkswagen Rabbit engine, and she is magnificently reliable. Yay, we love you, good girl. Okay guys, I've got to go get the last of my anchor up, and as soon as I do that, I'm alone on the boat, so she starts drifting away. I get really busy, and filming always requires one hand for you guys, and I need both hands to get this done, so we're going to use magic, and we're going to be on our way. Okie dokie, like I told you guys, everything gets really busy fast as I'm bringing the anchor up alone and the boat's drifting off. But exciting news, the anchor's up, we're on our way, engine is happy. I didn't pass out. I did pass out once bringing up the Sentinel anchor, but I have not passed out since then. I feel a little funny. You can tell my heart rate's up, but I'm okay. Now we have to decide where to go, and I have no idea where I'm going. I will admit, I'm becoming weirdly fond of Egmont Bay, because it is so common there. It's like being at a marina. Like I get to dance and play VR games and do boat work, and it's steady as can be. So I feel like I might go to Egmont, or I might go to Woburn just for something new. I was there once before, but let's try it again maybe. We'll see how the sailing conditions are. Like when we go out and make my tack, we'll see if the wind is good for getting further upwind to Egmont or coming into the closer bay of Woburn. Okie dokie, we're going like reef main up, and we're leaving the anchorage now. My heart has gone funny again, and I'm lightheaded. Okay, let's just go neutral on the engine, and it's not gonna make it. Oh fuck. Lexi, you gotta get up, fight! Fight, Lexi, fight! Oh fuck. Okay. I don't know, I'm missing a period of time now. I guess I passed out because I'm a lot further out to sea than I last remember. But the good news is it's clear. The wind is, I'm 8 knots over 3 at a wind angle of 80-90 degrees, so it's port reach, or port tack on the beam. Beam reach, port tack, beam reach, oh brain no worky. I just shut the engine off because we're not using it. Oh man, my heart is just fluttering. Okay. When I pass out, it means I've lost blood pressure, sufficient blood pressure to my brain. And I don't know if you know this, but your brain is your thinker, and it's really good for thinking. And when it has no blood, your thinking's not very good anymore. So it takes me a little while when I come back and restore blood pressure to cognitively process all the information. So, wind angle 90 degrees, wind 10.8 knots, going 3.2, port tack, beam reach, headed straight out, open water, 55 feet of depth coming out around the corner. So we're coming out of the protection of the landmass. I guess we need the Jenny. Like, let's power up, throw some Jenny, and then like go upwind again. 'Cause why not? The thing with pulling the Jenny out solo is that you have the furling line on the port side, but I'm going to pull it out on the starboard side, and you need to control both Jenny sheets at the same time because you don't want the windward sheet getting caught up or wrapped up on things on the bow, so you need to keep it off the deck as the Jenny comes out. So I need to control 3 lines by myself. Decided to underpower the Jenny just because I really don't need to go that fast, and I'd rather have an easy sail than a hard sail. Now that we have the Jenny sheeted in tight where we want it, we have to sheet the main end tight to center so we can begin pointing Wild Child straight up into the light winds. We just have to pull the main traveler up to windward and then we're set. Release my center cockpit tether and then move myself around to the helm to babysit the autopilot. We got our sails up, time to go upwind. We're going to begin pointing her into the wind now. Oh, I should tether. There's my tether. Something's wrong. What's wrong? The head sail's not happy. I think I have to adjust the track. Yeah, I have to adjust the track of the head sail, or this is going to be a little dangerous. I can't film. I really can't see them as I'm sailing up to them. They're really easy to miss. I could have run these guys over. I just can't see them off the bow. Today's sail's going just fine. It's calm out here. I'm not getting the bow dunking too much. I'm not getting too much splashing up on the bow. The winds are pretty steady around 10 to 12 knots. I'm struggling to get upwind because I have a current, like a sideways current, pushing me back off the wind. So my slip angle's pretty bad. The chart is oriented so the boat is always aimed directly up, so that's where the bow is aiming. This is our actual course made good. You can see that we're slipping sideways quite a bit. You can see here we have a really strong side current pushing us. It's hard to get upwind when it's also against the current. Oh, Oh, it is so hard to see these boats out here. The risk of me running into them is just so unbelievably high. They make me nervous. I get now that it's the local fishermen. Hopefully they're watching out for me and my big giant sails and mast, because I can barely ever see them. It's a little bit difficult to make the calculation because the current against me is pretty strong and holding me back, and because I'm bouncing around in the waves so much, I'm not able to hold tight to the wind. You can see I'm slipping sideways, probably 20 to 30 degrees sideways slip, because A, I'm pointing into the wind, B, I'm getting smashed by those waves, and those waves are constantly working on pounding me back, and the current is against me.
He was just 5 years old. Rain. He was on it at the state funeral.
So this is Woburn Bay here, and then this is where I need to go to get to Egmont. I'm thinking, given conditions, I'm probably just going to go to Woburn today. You can see if I make my tack now, the green and red lines is sort of the no-go, like in irons where the wind is estimated to be, but always when sailing, when you tack, the green line will move down a little bit, and you can see I can't get tight to the red line, so if we draw that angle down, I should be able to make it. This is the channel entrance for Woburn, so you can see the angle there. It's less than 90 degrees, like it's not really good tack angles, but I'm going upwind against waves and against current, so I'm not able to get that tight to it. You can see like my wind angles in the 50s, not in the 40s. Usually I can sail in the 40s, but not against current like this. I guess if I went full sails and hammered it, I could be pounding better into it, but I don't want to go full sails alone. Okay, I just finished adjusting the running back stays, which solo sailing on a race boat, you have that extra stuff to do. Our tack angle's looking okay, like I think we're going to be high enough upwind that we'll be falling off wind as we come in. So if you look, we're sailing at a wind angle 40 50s. We're 11 over 9 over 3, 10 over 3. We still have the current pushing against us very hard. And you can see this is the entrance to Woburn here, and you can see this is going to be the course made good. Our sideways slip is reduced. We were slipping about 30 degrees. We're now slipping. We're now slipping about 20. Wait, wind is shifting. I'm too tight. Wind angles in the 30s. Got to come off. Yeah, I can't trust the wind. Okay, I'm gonna fall off more. Yeah, I gotta fall off more. The wind is unstable. Alright, let's see. There's Woburn, there's where we're trying to get in. That's the channel to get in, but I think you don't have to take the channel in for the first little bit. It's clear if you come outside. There's just a reef at the mouth you have to be careful of. Grenada is just 2 or 3 miles dead ahead, and you can't see it in this weird, dusty, gray atmosphere today. Visibility is not very good. The horizon is just gray. I'm a girl sailing captain with a heart condition, sailing around alone on the ocean on her little race boat. Whether this makes me crazy or brave, you can judge for yourself. Mostly in my spirit, I'm a wild child wandering around with my teddy bear to explore.